Okay, I've been having a lot of acne, as maybe you know from some of my previous videos, and it did get better for a few days, but then I used the Hourglass Mineral Primer and yeah, next day I had like my jawline really bad. I'm having like maybe 4 on this side and I don't know how many on this side, but you can't really tell that I have much except that one, which is really red. It's not a pimple anymore, it's just a mark. But yeah, anyways, I was like a bit desperate because none of my foundations were really offering that coverage that I was needing. Well, I have the Armani Lasting UV, which does offer the coverage, but I'm someone that tends to get bored if using like the same foundation always. I always need to switch it up. At least every other day I need to change foundation. I mean, rotate. But yeah, everything that I've had wasn't really cutting it for me. Even though they were high coverage, apparently my skin doesn't like cream formulas because it just, even if it's cream and oil free, it will just melt them. I think it's something related to my skin temperature because, as you may know, cream and stick formulas have more wax in them in order to have that consistency. I'm not sure, there might be foundations that don't have, but anyways, wax and heat melt. It doesn't, I mean, it doesn't really necessarily have to be anything to do with oil. But yeah, anyways, I was feeling that I need something fluid, really light, but at the same time really pigmented. And I was going through my samples because I have a lot of samples. I always gather samples to try on and to film reviews for you guys. So I don't always have full sizes. I asked for samples. And I remember that I had quite a few samples from when I went in London back in the Olympic time. When was that? In August, yeah. And yeah, I went to the Urban Decay counter and they had the new, was it the Naked foundation? And I asked for the shade 05 and they gave me 3 bottles of it because I said that I was reviewing them and stuff, and I got like 3 mini bottles, which each one of them is supposed to be for 2 weeks. I'm not sure, but yeah. So I tried a couple times before, but I didn't really have much to cover, so it wasn't really like meh, okay. The others were really working well for me, but today I used the cream matte from MAC, which is the silicone mattifying primer or cream. It doesn't really leave my skin matte, but it evens out a bit the surface. Yeah. So, and then I started buffing in that Urban Decay Naked foundation, and I was just, yeah, blown away because it's, I don't know, it feels so fluid, so fresh, but at the same time so covering. I mean, and you can layer over. I kept on laying like one, like in the areas where I have most problems. For example, my forehead, I didn't have any pimples, so I just lightly went through. But for example, my jawline, yeah, my chin and the mid part of my cheeks, I had quite a lot of problems. So I went on with 2 or 3 layers, and it kept on increasing coverage, but not any like more like heavy feeling or anything like that. I was really impressed with it. And as you can see, well, you can see that there are pimples, I mean, from the texture, but seriously, it's not that bad. I mean, and the thing is that it looks so natural, and in person it's like impressive because it's like I've got nothing on my skin. Shade wise 05, it's, I would say, wee bit dark for me, like a really wee bit. Not that, I mean, it's nothing that bad. I would say it's something like an NC15. If you're in Studio Sculpt foundation, then it's about NC15. It's so buildable that you can really make it work for you, even if you're lighter, because it's just, yeah, it can be either really sheer or really opaque. It's up to you. So yeah, I wanted to make this video because I was like, I just did my makeup now and I was like really impressed, and I wanted to know if you guys would like to see that foundation as the next video on HD camera as a review. So please thumbs up if you would like to see that, because I've got other foundations, but I don't know, I feel that that one is so cool that maybe you would like to see it like really right away. I don't know, maybe it's just me and I'm excited. But yeah, anyways, that's all. I did film a video on the Burberry Long Lasting Foundation, the new one, and unfortunately I forgot to film the wrap up, which is basically like after wearing it 8 hours. I'm really sorry, my head just wasn't there, and yeah, I'm not sure if it did wear pretty well, so I'll make a comment on it and whatever. But yeah, I only had one sample, so that's the downside of it, because I cannot really do that foundation, review it again. So yeah, anyways, yeah, that's all. Thank you very much for watching, and let me know in the comments down below if you have any requests. And as I said, if you want to see the Urban Decay Naked Foundation in 05 featured as the next review, please thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe. Thank you very much and have a lovely day. Bye bye!